friends, happy Weigh-In Wednesday! So if you haven't watched my recent videos, I have made a goal this year to lean out and get in the best shape that I can. So I lowered my calorie intake slightly from 1900 calories to 1800 so that I can get results without feeling like I'm dieting. I like to do it slowly because after my experience losing 130 pounds and keeping it off for 7 years, I've learned slow and steady is much more sustainable than doing it too fast. I started at 151 pounds. I'm gonna weigh myself today and see where I am now. Last time I weighed myself, I was down about 2 pounds, 149. So we'll see in a couple of minutes if I am losing and what my results are. Over the holidays, I allowed myself to enjoy some treats, have a couple of cheat days, and I got a little bit fluffy, which I was cool with because I allow myself to enjoy the holidays. That helps me throughout the years. That is what allows me to enjoy life and keep the weight off for so long. I normally sit at about 145. I was at 151. So let's weigh myself and see what happens. All right, so I am 146, which is really cool. I'm not the greatest at math, but I'm 146, so it looks like I'm down about 5 pounds, which is awesome. I was feeling a bit leaner and like I had lost some weight, and I'm really proud of that. Slow and steady really works. So I am going to go and eat some breakfast, drink some coffee, and then go do some cardio. And you're gonna come with me on cardio and we'll have a little chatteroo. See you soon. All right, the friends, I finished my breakfast. I'm going to do cardio. I'm gonna do an hour on the recumbent bike today. And I wanted to have a little chat. So, Sassy, my husband, and I have both lost 130 pounds and we've kept it off for 7 years. And throughout the years, we made a lot of mistakes. We had off days and we learned that off days here and there are normal. There are ups and downs. You're gonna make some mistakes here and there. And also, like I mentioned before, in order to make this a lifestyle instead of a diet, we occasionally give ourselves a boost of food or a cheat day or a cheat meal here and there. And that's normal. It's about the consistency that matters. Us being consistent most of the time is what helped us get the results and keep the weight off for so long. So if you're someone who's struggling or you have an off day here or there, that's totally normal. Whatever you do, don't give up. It's consistency. If you have a bad day, the next day, just get back on the plan that you've got, or if it's not working, you don't like it, try changing it up and be consistent with it for a while. It's consistency, not perfection. Or what's that popular thing? Progress, not perfection. Be consistent and you're more likely to get results. Whew. Already out of breath. Another thing that Kyle and I learned is that when we started losing weight and going on our lifestyle change, we not only did our diet and physical activity change, but our mindset changed too. So you've got to change the story. If you're constantly telling yourself you can't or you're not good enough, you got to change the story to I can do it. I am worth pushing through the tough days and meeting my goals. Change the story. You are worth this journey. Be consistent, love yourself, choose what you love to do for exercise, and choose the foods that you like. And it'll be so much easier to stick to. And changing the story from negative to positive, you're gonna be pumped. You're not gonna need motivation because you're gonna be your own. You're gonna love what you're doing every single day, like Kyle and I. And that's why we've been able to do this for so long. One more thing. One of the questions that I get asked very often is, how is it that I stay around the same weight now, but I'm getting smaller? So I've gone from a size 24 and I just started fitting in my very first size 4 clothing. But after losing 130 pounds, I stay around 145 pounds, give or take what my goals are. Like I mentioned earlier, my weight does fluctuate a little, but usually I'm around 145. My goals have changed. I don't really focus on the weight loss anymore because I don't have a ton of weight to lose. It's more about body recomposition, filling out the loose skin with muscle. So building as much muscle as I can, or at least keeping the muscle that I have, while eating in a calorie deficit to lean out, get as lean and fit as possible, and lose the little bit of body fat that I have left. Not necessarily weight, just a little bit of body fat, mostly around my stomach area. Whew. Sorry, bear with me, out of breath. So body recomposition is basically that, just changing the shape of your body by building muscle and losing body fat, which Kyle and I are both trying to do right now. And by how I'm doing that is I'm eating in a calorie deficit of about 1,800 calories, doing cardio, which is really helping me lean out, and the muscle building and the weight training is what's helping me build muscle and fill out the loose skin from the weight loss. And being consistent with that. When we go in the gym, we try to focus not on the weight or the amount of reps, but we really try to focus on the proper form and really working the muscle, because that allows us to do intense training with as few reps and sets as possible, because we're not eating a ton because we're trying to lean out. So we want to be able to fuel our workouts and our cardio without doing too much. And that's what we're doing. We're really focusing on the muscle so that we can build the muscle in a short amount of time and not feel drained from eating in a calorie deficit. All right, friends, I'm gonna finish up my cardio. I am about half an hour in, and then I'm gonna go get ready and go to work, and I'll see you after work because I'm gonna be doing a shoulder workout, and I will show you a few clips. Have a beautiful day. All right, friends, just finished my shoulder workout. I started with lateral raises like this, 10 pounds, and then I did partial lateral raises with a heavier weight, 20 pounds. And I do as many partial as I can until I can't anymore. And the lateral raises with the 10 pounds, I do about 15 to 25, depending on, the day. Then we moved to, what would you call those, Sass? Like rear delt?
We learned this move from John Meadows.
Yes.
And they are for the rear delts, so you want to lean over. As you'll see, Nicole's like arching her back over the seated preacher curl bench, and it's for the back of the shoulder, the rear delts. Yes. So we did a superset with 2 different exercises with this too.
Let's call them rear delt squeezes. with 5 pounds, and I do about 15, and then I lean over with a slightly heavier weight, which is a 10 pound, and I do rear delt, let's call them swingers.
Like I call them like pendulum swingers, because you're not, basically the first part of that exercise we want to hit, it's just like a different part of the shoulder. Like the first exercise we did, the lateral raises were for the upper part of the shoulder, and then the partials are for more the lower part, like in here and in here.
Sassy's much better at explaining muscle stuff. I just kind of do it. So those are, we'll call them pendulums, but they're controlled. Like you want to do it in a swinging motion, but you do want to use like your rear delt to actually lift and lower the weight.
So that's the two big important things. Whenever me and Nicole are lifting weights, it's lightweight, so that we make sure if it's shoulder day, we're actually feeling the shoulders and not other body parts. And
that's kind of what I was explaining to them on cardio this morning. You do a much better job than I do at explaining that kind of stuff. But
I know.
That's, you know, that's why Sassy helps me.
That's why you pay me the big bucks to personally train you, right?
Yeah, the big bucks is I blow you kisses and say, you're cute.
Cutting that out.
And then he's leaving it in. Then we took a resistance band, and what would you call that? Like a...
It's a would you call it a static hold?
Yeah, a static hold using the rear delt.
So these 3 rear delt moves are all done in sequence right after each other. There's no break in between this one.
No, it's like one big move.
Superset.
Yes. So with this one, you want to like keep your shoulders down and your arms fairly straight, like elbows slightly bent, and you want to squeeze the rear delt, and basically you're just holding it for as long as you can. And if you're doing it right, your rear delts will be burning, and then when you're done, and that's the set. And we usually do 2 of those big supersets. And then we finish off with just lateral raises. We call it a burnout move because you do as many as you can until you're done. With
an even lighter weight than when you started the workout.
Yes. This time I did 5 pounds. And when I'm doing the lateral raises with the 10 pounds, I kind of do more like elbows bent more, and I lead with my elbows kind of like that.
You always want to, that's a good tip, you always want, when you're doing shoulders, lateral raises especially, always want to lead with the elbow, because most people at the gym you'll see leading with their hands and forearms.
Yeah, like that.
Like so all the tension is in your wrist, hands, and forearms. You're not actually working the shoulder.
So, and when I do the burnout, I do it with 5 pounds, and I do as many as I can. I try to get 2 sets of 25, but sometimes it doesn't happen. And I still try to lead with my elbows and use my shoulders to pull the weight up or squeeze the weight up. And that's it. It's we were in and out in 40 minutes because you do it just like intense. Focus on the muscle.
So like 3 big sets, but broken up into little, you know, supersets.
Yeah, and that's it. And then I forgot to mention earlier with my results, losing the 5 pounds, that was over 3 weeks, just so you know. And Sassy brought up the point that when I stand on the scale, I'm holding the camera, and the camera probably weighs a pound. So I may actually be lighter than that, but we're gonna go with 146.
We also have a mini tripod that she holds with the camera too. Yes. And I was telling her it's probably almost like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds.
Yeah, so I may be lighter, but we're gonna go with 146. I just wanted to fill you in on that.
The point is we're losing it slow and steady.
Exactly. Yeah. 5 pounds over 3 weeks. That's what I wanted to say. And if you guys want to know exactly what I'm eating right now and how many exact calories, check out my latest full day of eating. It's like my first
size 4 meal plan.
Size 4 meal plan. So check that out. And if you want to know exactly what Sassy and I ate to lose our first and next 50 pounds, 2 weight loss guides, links are down below. We also have a brand new guilt-free cookbook, all your favorite foods, low calorie versions, so you get great taste without the guilt and extra calories. And if
one more thing, we were so happy someone made and posted, shared with us on Instagram, the Oreo anabolic or the cookies and cream anabolic ice cream from the Guilt-Free Cookbook.
yes, they did.
That's one of my favorites in the whole book.
Yeah, if you have the book and you make something, DM us pictures. We'll post them in our story if you like. And if you want to know exactly the protein that we use for the anabolic ice cream or the protein we use in general, it is Greg Doucette's Huddled, I call it Harder Than Last Time protein. There's a ton of other supplements too. Click the link down below and you'll see a bunch of that. Greg also has cookbooks and things like that that you can also click on. The links are down there. If you want to be a magician, do this. This is a paper plaque, if you didn't know, that they made for passing 100,000 subscribers. Be a magician, hit the subscribe button if you didn't already, and we might be able to turn this paper one and tinfoil one into a real one. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this.
After that ad, how could we not?
Yeah, this. I'm cute. How can you not hit subscribe? I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Lawnmower out.
Whoa.
That's a lawnmower super fly.
You got a lot of energy after the workout too.
I'm charged because I got cool muscles and like. Love you guys. Bye.
See ya.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it.